Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Leticia and Trisha. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have been waiting for this moment. I was hoping that this moment would come. I mean, I pretty much knew it was going to come sooner or later, and that is that Trisha has an opinion on Leticia, and I have been waiting for it. Now, I knew that Trisha was going to get around to watching Leticia because, we've been buzzing about her, talking about her, and Trisha does not like anybody to steal the limelight, regardless of what she says. And I knew it. I knew she was watching her. And I was really curious as to what Trisha's reaction would be to Leticia. I wondered if Trisha would be able to see the similarities between herself and Leticia. If Trisha would watch Leticia and be like, wow, I've been there myself. Oh, I've experienced that too. Wow, I can't believe we've gone through a lot of the same things, because they have shared a lot of the same stories. So I wondered if Trisha would look at it like that, or would Trisha be like, dang, this girl's crazy. I just played a part. I was just an actress. Because remember, she said that truthfully Trisha was a character and a lot of this stuff was made up. So was Trisha sitting back going like, dang, I was just acting the part, but this girl's really crazy? That's just what I was wondering. I wanted to see how she would react, or would she be able to see what Leticia was doing and kind of reflect on herself and be like, oh, now I get it. I get it. I know why people don't like me. It's not because they're jealous. It's because of the things I said and done in all the years that I've been on YouTube. I have been watching Trisha for years now, and I have only recently learned of Leticia, and I have started watching her videos. Oh my gosh, on high speed, because that girl can talk and talk and talk. They both can. They both do that rambling stuff. But let me tell you, I have heard both of them say almost the same exact thing. And I'm like, what? It's crazy. As I thought about it, I was like, what are some of the similarities that I can point out that I have seen, as well as others? Because others have seen it too. They're like, whoa, these two are twins, peas in a pod, as we say. Well, they both seem to have shared similar life experiences. They both seem to be very infatuated with their own reflections in the mirror and in the camera. Yeah. They both talk about their weight loss, seem to be a little obsessed with the weight, talk about the weight, talk about going to the gym. They both seem to fabricate stories left and right, like at the drop of a dime, they just go with it. And they both seem to be very delusional that everyone around them, everyone who's watching, anybody who has an opinion is just jealous of them. That those of us who are sitting out here, we are just jealous and envious of their life. That's why we talk about them. That's why we have opinions about them. I can go on and on with all of that, but that'll come in a different video, which I am working on, and that's going to take some time to complete, but watch for it. Anyhow, I had heard that Trisha made mention of Leticia in her latest live stream, so I went to have a listen. Now, Trisha wasn't so much talking about Leticia, but the way I found it is like she was talking at Leticia. Trisha also did not name Leticia by name, but she referred to her as TLC. However, TLC is not Leticia. Those are her daughter's initials. Anyhow, I found it very ironic that Trisha was basically lecturing Leticia for living in her car. She's homeless, she's living in her car, and Trisha was kind of lecturing, telling her, what kind of life is that? And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, aren't you guys like in the same boat? Aren't you in the same situation? Aren't you both homeless? Isn't Trisha living out of her car? Last I heard, she was living out of her car. Maybe that's changed, I don't know. Anyhow, Trisha had a few things to say. Although I did feel Trisha was being a bit hypocritical, Trisha did make some valid points, which I agreed with. And the biggest one being that no one owes Leticia anything. Not the government, not society, not the maybe baby's dad, not the taxpayers, not her ex, nor do we who are watching owe Leticia anything. However, the same can be said about Trisha. Nobody owes Trisha anything. That's another thing they have in common. They both have this grandiose sense of entitlement. It actually turns my stomach. However, I do think that Leticia's sense of entitlement surpasses Trisha's by a long shot. Another valid point that Trisha made was in regards to the gym. Now, yesterday, Leticia shared a story that she was told by the gym owner basically that she had worn out her welcome and she was not welcome at the gym anymore. She's used up all her passes or whatever it was. Now, I didn't know this, but I guess that they give homeless people the use of the gyms to shower or whatever. And Leticia said that she's been at many different gyms. She films in these gyms, but she wore out her welcome. I guess she was only allowed to do 4 visits, and the guy said she'd been there 9, so no more gym. But she was rather upset with the owner, and I guess he came out and told her you can't be parking on private property because she was sleeping in the parking lot, and he told her you couldn't be there anymore. So she was upset. She was upset. And of course, rather than saying, oh, thank you for letting me use your facilities, no, she threatened to leave a bad review and bitch about how badly she was treated. The gym owner is not responsible for accommodating Leticia. She should have been thankful. She should have been thankful for the days that she was able to use their facility without paying. It was free. You got a free pass. And she's bitching and moaning about it. And the owner did say that I guess some of the members were a little uncomfortable with her being around. And Leticia was really baffled by that. She didn't understand it. And I'm thinking to myself, really, if I was a member of the gym and I go into the locker room to shower or to use the restroom and I walk in and I hear somebody say, oh, I'm here taking a dump while making a video talking shit on somebody on YouTube, or being vulgar or saying some of the horrible things that Leticia says in these videos, yeah, I'd be weirded out. I would feel uncomfortable. Or walking by and seeing her eat out of this huge metal bowl, chomping away, mouth wide open, recording herself and not talking, yeah, I'd be weirded out. I'd feel uncomfortable. Or maybe seeing her twirling around in the middle of the night, dancing in this empty gym, yeah, I'd be like, what is wrong? There's something wrong. That's not what normal people do. That's out of the norm. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable. So why wouldn't the paying members, say something? They have every right to voice feeling uncomfortable with this person who's there just to use the facilities, who has a free pass to use the facilities. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, the sense of entitlement is absolutely sickening. Look, Leticia can care less what Trisha thinks, nor will she take any advice that Trisha offered, the same way that Trisha didn't take any advice that people had given her over the years. I was just amused that Trisha chimed in on someone who mirrors so much of her own behaviors. Yeah, that was just too much. I was like, wow, really? Really? How ironic. The blind leading the blind. Yeah. And then Trisha did throw in this, you need to grow up. You need to effing grow up. You need to adult. Telling Leticia, grow up. Be an adult. Now, I didn't know about this until I went into Miss Moonbear's chat. I guess at the end of the stream, of Trisha's live stream, because I didn't stick around for the whole thing, she threw a little dig out there towards her ex, something regarding his daughter. And I'm like, really? You see, that's what always gets Trisha in trouble, is that she tries to play the part of being so caring and wonderful and, oh, I'm trying to help a fellow YouTuber out, give her advice, and then she does something like that. She needs to reflect on a lot of the things that she just said, especially about growing up and being an adult, because that type of behavior is not adulting and it's not growing up and moving on. Okay, well, that's all I have to say about any of this. That's going to be it for me, and that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for listening, and I hope I will catch you on my next video.